So I've missed a few days and I have no excuse. I just broke my goal. Um, that's it. So here we go. Let's get started and try and catch up. This one is called Oh Sweet Heartbreak, and I'm reading from Nuggets of Divinity by Jadina. And then it came, the inevitable bittersweet end. We knew that the day would come, and although we traveled far and wide with arms outstretched, running from this very moment, waiting to grasp onto a non-existent love, this was always meant to be. We were never made to last, always made to break, to deteriorate over time. Who knew that a story as great as ours would end in such tragedy? Your heart will always be a part of mine, conjoined by one simultaneous beating rhythm. Why is pain an inescapable gift from love? All I wanted was to reach the stars with you, to make love on soft clouds, to run and hide from the cold touch of this world under soft pillows made of dreams. I think sadness consumes me often when I let myself remember us. I feel guilty for having to stop loving you, and truthfully, I don't think that I ever will, but forcefully teaching myself to endure this life without your touch. I think that a piece of me left the day that you walked out the door. A piece of me that I don't think I'll ever have the pleasure of knowing again. That piece of me was innocent in all of her naive glory, an innocence that was unafraid to laugh and play in the rain, to dance in the mud. I'm gonna have to pause. I'm sorry. Jadina sure knows how to get to me sometimes. Now I feel cold. Like my magic, my essence is still very much there, and I'm finding and discovering myself every single day. But in all of the lost love letters and whispers of sweet nothings, I think I let you convince me that I was safe with you, that I would always be okay as long as okay was by your side and yours alone. And now, to walk this path of solitude, consoling my own weakened bones and wiping teardrops from my own supple cheeks, it's crazy how much life can change in the quick blink of an eye. You only have two choices when you are faced with the inevitable loss of love. Allow it to consume you, to swallow you whole, to bury yourself in the grave that you have dug for your own being and find comfort wrapped within the warm blanket of dirt. Lay there, wallow away in the pit of your own despair, allowing it to turn you callous, to shrivel your heart into a single grain of sand, to vow to never love again, to never let yourself be seen again, to truly never see another again, to walk through life spilling the blood from the wounds of another onto everyone you meet, spreading that parasitic dose of pain. The only other option was to choose to live, to wake up and experience the warm kiss of the sun, to force my eyes to witness the beauty that was existing all around me, because although I was consumed by a vision clouded with pain, in the small glimmers of clarity, I could find there was love, there was hope, but only if I decided to go looking for it. I made myself a promise that night to never again allow myself to wither away at the hands of another person's love. I did everything in my power to play with my own head, to trick myself into seeing the light at the end of the eternal tunnel. I had no other choice. Can't talk. You see, I have allowed pain for my 26 years of living to swallow me whole. It ripped the pen straight out of my fingers as I gave it the power to write my story for me. I found a home in my own victimhood. It felt safe there in the zombie murky waters. I think when your pain is all you know, pain becomes comfortable. It becomes your greatest friend that comes to console you on nights of solitude and isolation. It burns you alive, but in the burning, you find comfort in the warmth. You fall in love with the scent of your own blazing skin. As its flames consume you, the ecstasy of being burned alive begins to creep in. I honestly don't know of another way to describe it. It becomes your very own beautiful tragedy. But coming from someone who once made love to pain, take it from me, although pain comes bearing the beautiful gift of life, of depth and experience, pain is not a place to make a home in, for it will consume you if you allow it. Pain will make you feel a love like no other and allow you to wallow in your own despair. But there is so much more to life than suffering. And although to suffer for some brings much comfort, so does hope, so does happiness. You see, we must not try to live with one and not the other, for they both have a significant role in our lives. But it's just that, learning how to balance the best of both worlds, allowing yourself to swim through the murky waters and sit in them momentarily when you must, but always continuing to swim, always continuing to flow with the waters of life. To dip in and out of the water and allow the sun to kiss your lips as you come up for air, while shutting out the world as you embark on your journey back into the depths. One thing I know for certain is never to stop swimming for more than just a moment. Don't try to stand, and whatever you do, don't fight the current. When you allow yourself to flow, to be carried by the waves, you will inevitably end up in the arms of exactly where it is you are meant to be, and who it is you were always meant to become. And watch now, love, as the waves come to push you, to usher you into shore that you had no intention of exploring. And in that moment, when everything seems to be crashing down, when the waves in their strength split you wide open, exposing your flesh to the elements, it is only then that you realize the beauty within the storm. When the salt water stings your open wounds and the sun sizzles you up, you take a deep breath, and before you know it, you are laying on the sweet shore. Jadina, I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it again. You are my spirit animal. When the salt water stings your open wounds and the sun sizzles you up, you take a deep breath, and before you know it, you are laying on the sweet shore. That was a long one, but it was worth it. She got me here this time. She gets me there every time, but this time she actually made me tear up a little bit. Anyway, have a great day. See you next time.